Nitai Gaur. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bolo. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Bolo. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nita Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nita Gaur Premanandi Ki
Jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is called Yuga Dharma Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is the recommended mantra for this age of Kali Yuga, by which one can easily attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So, we should take up the chanting of Hare Krishna. It will solve all your problems. Many people have problems in life. Why? Because they're lacking information of how to be free of all problems. But Lord Chaitanya, 500 years ago, he appeared and made it very easy, very, very easy to attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Simply do three things. Chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Eat only Krishna Prasadam and associate with genuine devotees so that you can hear their lectures and you can ask questions. You do those three things and you will have right away a very profound spiritual experience. Now, everybody has questions because many things happen and you don't understand why they're happening to you or why it's happening in the world. So, by asking questions of genuine devotees, you can get answers. No questions, no answers. But if you have questions, then you learn something. So today we're going to hear from Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, and verse number 7. Karpanya doso pahata swabhava prichami tvam dharma samudra cheta yatstreyasyan nisitam bruhitan me sisyasteham sadi mam tvam prapanam. Okay, this verse says, this is Arjuna speaking to Krishna. He says, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you, dear Krishna, to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So Arjuna was a very exceptional person. He's a warrior. He's a killer. He was taught how to kill people very easily and very expertly. But he would only use his killing facility to kill people who were trying to destroy Sanatana Dharma. He didn't do it for personal aggrandizement or personal benefit. He would only fight on the battlefield in order to protect the principles of Sanatana Dharma, the eternal duties of all living entities. Sanatana means eternal, and Dharma means the prescribed duties for all living entities. So what are the prescribed duties for all living entities? They should understand their relationship with God and act in that relationship with God. Now you become a devotee. Simply theoretically knowing things about God is not enough. You have to act in devotional service for the Lord. Then you become a genuine devotee. So how do we act in the service of the Lord? Well, we learn that from genuine devotees. And it's by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Avoiding the association of non-devotees, that's very important. And eating only Krishna Prasadam, that means food, vegetarian food, that has been cooked and offered with love and devotion to the deity of Krishna, and then offered back by Krishna as his prasad. Everything is not prasad. One day, I went to a lady's house, and we were having kirtan, and after that, she said, Prabhuji, please come and have some prasad. I said, okay, but can I ask you a question? She said, yes. I said, did you cook the prasadam? She said, no. I said, who cooked the prasadam? She said, oh, it's Ahmed from the Taj Mahal restaurant. So I said, well, look, I'm going to skip that prasadam because everything is not prasadam. Prasadam is a very special substance. It is vegetarian food with no onion and garlic that has been offered first with love and devotion to Krishna, and then Krishna gives it back as his prasadam. Now you can eat that. But I don't think Ahmed knows how to cook prasadam, so I'm not going to eat it. Right? So we have to be careful. Everything is not prasadam, and everything that glitters is not gold. So we have to have discrimination to know what is right and what is wrong. That's the whole point of education. If you cannot discern what is right and what is wrong, you're going to be in trouble your whole life. But if you learn from Shastra what is right and what is wrong, you'll never make a mistake. So Shastra means the holy scriptures, such as Bhagavad Gita, the holiest scripture of all. Why? First of all, it's the oldest scripture in the history of the world. Bhagavad Gita was first spoken hundreds and millions of years ago by Krishna to Vivaswan, or the sun god. And the last time it was spoken by Krishna was 5,000 years ago by Krishna to Arjuna. So there is no other book as old as the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is billions of years old because it was spoken originally by God or Krishna to his devotee, Vivaswan, or the sun god. And then it was spoken most recently, 5,000 years ago, by, again, Krishna to Arjuna. So Arjuna should be our, let's say, example of an actual devotee. Of course, he is a killer. He's been trained as a warrior to kill, but not for aggrandizement, killing only people who try and destroy Sanatana Dharma. However, even though Arjuna has been trained like that, still he is a pure devotee because he will only kill in situations where the pure, let's say, teaching of Krishna consciousness is being, let's say, in other words, the practitioners of Krishna consciousness are being threatened or killed. So Arjuna is actually a protector of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana means eternal, and Dharma means the actual duties that a living entity should follow. What are those duties? Well, it's very simple. There are 4 things you should always do and 4 things you should never do. The 4 things that we should always do is chant Hare Krishna, eat only prasadam, engage in associating with genuine devotees, and eating only Mahaprasadam. And the 4 things we should never do is, or are, meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. So if we follow the 4 things we should do and avoid doing the 4 things that are more or less forbidden, then we have a spiritual life. And very quickly, a person becomes elevated to sattva guna, spiritual level, by which you can understand the instructions of God. A meat eater cannot understand the instructions of God. They're in the, what they would call rajas and tama guna, lust and ignorance. So if you're eating meat, stop right away, because that will hinder your ability to understand anything spiritual, and especially eating cow meat. That is the worst mistake you can make in your life. So many people nowadays, even Hindus, eat cow meat and engage in drinking liquor also and so forth. In fact, in every village, almost every village in India, there are like 1, 2, or 3 liquor shops. Is this true or false? Tell me. Is it true? almost every village in India has 1, 2, or 3 liquor shops. Is it true? Do you have knowledge of that? Is it true in Punjab? Okay, so they just validated it. It's true all over India. It's not only in Punjab. So that means that the traditional laws of Sanatana Dharma are being very seriously violated. And because of that, people unnecessarily suffer. So how can we stop this? Well, first of all, we have to, it's by education. We have to learn ourselves to avoid meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. And we should take up chanting Hare Krishna, eating only prasadam, associating with genuine devotees, and coming out on Harinam Sankirtan, chanting of the holy names in public. Not only you chant the holy names in temple, but also we should go out into the public, which we do every Saturday, and chant the holy names of God and preach to people. Now, how can you preach to people? Well, most people don't like preaching. So we distribute prasadam freely to hundreds and thousands of people every month. And that is basically it is an act of love. So we want everyone to at least have prasadam once in their life. Oh, here's our beautiful cow, Miss Priya. Yeah, I thought you weren't going to come tonight. What happened? Okay. I'm happy. Priya is our most recently born cow. How old is she now? 7 weeks old. Okay. And Priya, if we're lucky, she will pee. That means she's purifying us. Okay, Priya, sit down. Hare Krishna, sit down. Come on, girl. Hare Bo. Okay, she's getting ready to sit down. I'll give her a chance. All right, so Karpanya dosapahata swabhava Prichami tvam dharma samudra cheta Yatsheya sannisitam bruhitam me Sisyaste hamsadimam tvam prapanam. Arjuna speaks to Krishna and he says, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you, dear Krishna, to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Now this is something that we should very seriously ponder or think about. Here is a very exceptional person, Arjuna. He's a Maharati. He can kill thousands of people. Very powerful person. But he's confused. He doesn't really know what his duty in life is. So he is asking Krishna, please, you tell me what I should do and how I should act. Now, in our life, we should also think very deeply, do I really know what is the purpose of life and what is the goal of life? Well, some people say, well, I take care of my family, I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I work honestly, so, I'm a good person. All right, but that's not enough. There's much more you have to do. You have to learn who is Krishna, and you also have to learn how to please Krishna by devotional service. Simply being a good person, that means you're in the mode of goodness, sattva guna, and it's on mode, all these modes are, let's say, fluctuating. When you're sleeping, you're in this mode of ignorance. When you wake up, you get in the mode of passion. And during the day, you might be somewhat in the mixed mode of passion and goodness. But to be in transcendental goodness, above the influence of the modes. What are the modes? There are 3 modes of material nature, sattva guna, rajaguna, and tamaguna. To be transcendental to the gunas, because they influence the way you act. But by becoming transcendental to the influence of the gunas, your actions become transcendental. You are above the mundane life and mundane, let's say, activities. Now you become a devotee fully surrendered to Lord Krishna. The whole concept of surrender is not accepted by most people. They think that by surrendering to God, they are giving up their liberty. They are becoming a, let's say, slave. But actually, by surrendering to Krishna, you become liberated. And not only you're not a slave, but you're able to help many other people because you surrendered to Krishna, and now you're able to help other people make spiritual advancement because of knowledge. Today, most people think they're getting knowledge, but actually they're being taught ignorance. What do I mean by that? Well, mundane knowledge, okay, you can learn algebra, you can learn how to, you can be a scientist, you can do all these different things, go to college and so forth, but you really don't get a real education. What is real education? It's when you know how to free yourself from the cycle of birth and death. That's real education. And to know that, you must come in contact with a genuine sadhu who can teach you based on the Vedic Shastras. And the most important Vedic Shastras are Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. You don't need any other Shastra than that. The Bhagavad Gita is actually a short book, about 700 pages, and the Srimad Bhagavatam is a very, consequential, very big book. But both are explaining about Krishna and how to surrender to the Lord. Now, the word surrender sort of kills people. They think, oh, I'm going to be a slave. No. By surrendering to Krishna, you become liberated from slavehood. Slavehood means that you can't control your mind, you can't control your senses, you don't know how to get along with other people, and so forth. But when you surrender to Krishna, you learn all the, let's say, principles of how to please Krishna, and if you please Krishna, you'll please everybody. So we should learn how to surrender to Krishna in order to be liberated. It's not slavehood, it's liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So this type of surrendering to a bona fide guru and surrendering with the help of the guru completely to Krishna, liberates you from the repeated birth, old age, disease, and death cycle. That's real liberation. So in this verse from 2nd chapter, 7th verse of the Bhagavad Gita, Karpanya dosupahata swabhava, and so forth, Arjuna says, Dear Krishna, now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple, and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Now we should take Arjuna's words very seriously, because Arjuna is the number one devotee of Krishna. And if we follow Arjuna's activities and his, let's say, example, we can become an exceptional person and we can have a successful life. What is success? Real success is being liberated from the cycle of birth and death. That is success. Simply eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, making a lot of money, spending a lot of money, that's not success, because you're still subject to birth, death, old age, and disease. But when you become transcendental to the modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, and come to this level of Suddhasattva, transcendental goodness, where you're actually completely surrendered to Krishna. So this seems to be a confusion. Most people think if I surrender on myself to someone, I'll be a slave. But when you surrender yourself to Krishna, you become liberated from the cycle of birth and death, from ignorance, and also you no longer have fear. You become fearless because you know Krishna is going to protect you. Konteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Declare it loudly, Arjuna, that my devotee will never perish. So Krishna is promising to protect his devotee. Therefore, the devotee is no more fearful. In all circumstances, the devotee knows that Krishna has promised to protect him, and therefore he accepts that and is not fearful anymore. So in the purport it says, by nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is perplexity, meaning confusion, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities of life, which happen without our desire. They are like a forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place, and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom therefore advises that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the science of the solution, one must approach a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. A spiritual master with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. In other words, a person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. That doesn't mean they know algebra, they know this thing or that thing. They know how to free themselves from the cycle of birth and death. That's real knowledge. A person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should not, therefore, remain in material perplexities, but should approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of this verse. Who is the man in material perplexities? It is he who does not understand the problems of life. In Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 3.8.10, the perplexed man is described as follows. Yo va etad aksharam gargi avid dit vasmal lokat praiti sakripana. He is a miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human, and who thus quits this world like the cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. This human form of life is a most valuable asset for the living entity who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is the Brahmana, or he who is intelligent enough to utilize this body to solve all the problems of life. Ya etad aksharangagi vidit vasma lokat praiti sa Brahmana. So the Brahmana is a very liberal person, and the Kripana is a very miserly person. The Kripanas, or miserly persons, waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, country, etc., in the material conception of life. That doesn't mean that Krishna consciousness is against family. What it's saying here is that one should not be falsely, let's say, identified with mundane family activities. What are the mundane family activities? They might eat meat, they might take intoxicants, they might be not interested in spiritual life, and so forth. So a devotee is someone who differentiates between devotees and non-devotees. So the non-devotees, even if they're family members, a devotee should not associate with them. They can be related to them, they can see them, they can be respectful to them, but they don't follow their lifestyle. If that lifestyle is meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, then they avoid their association. It's like in my family, they were all meat eaters. They were all gamblers. And they were all engaged in all kinds of, let's say, sinful activities. So even though they were my family members, I did not, after I became Krishna conscious, I did not closely associate with them. I was respectful to them, but not following their bad example. Why? Because I learned the good example of following His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is a pure devotee of Krishna, and he taught me how to give up these bad habits and to engage in service of Krishna. So that was my second birth. My first birth was a seminal birth by my family, or my father and mother, but my second birth was my initiation into Krishna consciousness and following the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness, or in other words, Sanatana Dharma. Without that second birth, we are in a very precarious situation, because we can live 100 years, but still not be able to free ourselves from the cycle of birth and death. Simply being a good person is not enough, but becoming a genuine devotee and engaging in devotional service and understanding who is Krishna and understanding how to please Krishna, now you become a real person, because you will be able to liberate yourself and others from the cycle of birth and death. It's just like His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He came to the United States in the 1960s with just $7 in his pocket. And he was 70 years old. And he didn't have any relatives in the United States. There was just one lady whose husband was related to, distantly to Srila Prabhupada. And when he came to the United States, he went and stayed with them for 1 month. Then he realized that he was not going to get anywhere by staying with them. So he decided to go to New York. And he ended up in the Bowery, the lowest place in the whole United States. I don't know if any of you have been to the Bowery in New York City, but it's a very low-class place. And there he began to chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And he distributed, he got an apple and he cut it into a little piece and distributed that as prasadam, because he didn't have much money. He hardly had no money. And he just began to chant Hare Krishna and give a little bit of prasadam to people. And eventually he was able to rent, he got enough money to rent a small shop. It was called, anyway, he rented a place that he could invite people to come and chant Hare Krishna. And that was the very humble beginning of Krishna consciousness in the United States. And from that humble little temple, in the Lower East Side of New York, people started to become devotees. Now, the Bhagavad Gita has been in existence for an extremely long time. In fact, it's the oldest book in the history of the world. And there were so many editions of the Bhagavad Gita, and people were reading those different editions of the Bhagavad Gita, but not one person became a devotee. It's only when His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, wrote Bhagavad Gita Yatarup, as it is. And then when people started reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, they started becoming devotees. Whereas Bhagavad Gita was existent at least 500 years in the Western world, translated from Sanskrit into English, and many people were reading those translations, but not one person became a devotee. When Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita was printed, many people became devotees. Why is that? Because it was Yatarup. It was Bhagavad Gita as it is. It was not the speculated opinion of the, let's say, authors of Bhagavad Gita. It was actually what it is according to the original Sanskrit version of it, the original words of Krishna. Krishna is speaking to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Who is Krishna? He is God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is Arjuna? He is the quintessential disciple. So this discussion that happened 500 years ago between Krishna and Arjuna was, in other words, transcendental communication between a pure devotee and a pure disciple. In other words, the teacher has to be pure and the disciple has to be pure also to receive the knowledge. So if a person is still having bad habits, drinking, philandering, and so forth, they're not going to be able to understand spiritual knowledge. They have to first give up those bad habits. So that's what Prabhupada was teaching. He said, okay, if you want to join Krishna consciousness, you have to give up meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication. So some boys and girls in the Lower East Side of New York took it seriously, and they gave up those bad habits, although they were addicted to them before, and they took up Krishna consciousness, and then the Hare Krishna, let's say, the Hare Krishna explosion began. Just by, then most of the devotees in the beginning were all drug addicts, and they had bad habits and so forth. But Prabhupada did not say, oh, they're not qualified to be devotees. No. By his purity, he was able to help them give up their bad habits and take up the good habits of Krishna consciousness. And little by little, in a very short time, he built up a worldwide, let's say, movement. Huh? Yeah. Okay. All right, so tonight we have a prominent guest, Jaskaran Singh Sarao, who's running for State Senate, District 41. So we'll ask Jaskaran to speak a few words about what he wants to do to make Seattle and the state of Washington a better place. Haribol.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My name is Jaskaran Singh. I came here on H1B in 2005. I'm just like you, one of you, and I have surrendered myself to my Guru 3 years ago. The message Guruji giving here is very simple. It's an organic way of living. What is right now happening around us is inorganic thing. And I'm just standing against injustice. We need law and order. We need good education for our kids. We need basic rights, basic things, all how our parents raised us. We are not seeing the change in Seattle right now for last 4 years. And we have to unite. We have to be one. We need good education for our kids, for future. So I am a Sikh, one of your fellow Indian, follow the same principles as you guys, simple living, educate our kids just as if our parents raised us, and we have to unite, give us a voice, go in Olympia, better policies for all of us. Thank you. Please vote and watch out for my signs and encourage other people, spread the word out. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Satsi Akal. Haribol. Okay, so if you want to make this world better, then you should, first of all, yourself learn what is Sanatan Dharma, and then teach other people what is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means eternal, and Dharma means your real occupational duty in life. What is the real occupational duty in life? You must understand your relationship with God and act in that relationship. Now it's Sanatan Dharma. Without acting in that relationship, even though you might theoretically know what it is, it leads to, let's say, a dead end. But when you act according to the principles of Sanatan Dharma, just like Arjuna, he had this problem. He was confused. He did not want to fight because he didn't want to kill so many people. Arjuna was a killer. He was a Maharati. He could kill 10,000 people. That's how powerful he was. But because on both sides of the battle, they were his relatives. He had relatives on one side, he had relatives on the other side. So he became paralyzed, and he put down his bow and arrow, and he said, I'm not going to fight. Now, that precipitated this transcendental discussion that took place between Krishna and Arjuna. See, if Arjuna had not put down his bow and arrow, there wouldn't have been this discussion called the Bhagavad Gita. So in order to have the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna refused to fight, put down his weapons, but accepted Krishna as his guru, and now he was able to ask questions to his guru and listen to the answers, and all the answers were so good that all his doubts were eliminated, and then he picked up his bow and arrow and started to kill, but not for aggrandizement. He killed the enemy of Sanatan Dharma. So, should we become killers like Arjuna? No, we're not, but we are killers. In Krishna consciousness, we do kill. We kill the desire for sense gratification in the minds of people. What is sense gratification? Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication. So we are trained to kill those bad habits and to help people develop the good habits. Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and eat only Krishna prasadam, vegetarian food that's prepared with love and devotion, and then offered to Krishna with love and devotion, and then Krishna offers it back with love and devotion as his prasad. Everything is not prasadam. Prasadam is a supernatural product because it has been blessed by Krishna if it's offered properly. So by eating only prasadam, you can become completely purified of material life and take up the life of a genuine devotee. It all begins by eating prasadam and then chanting Hare Krishna and then engaging in devotional service and then spreading love and devotion to others. So that should be our goal. The goal is to attain genuine love and devotion for Krishna, and then help others also attain that wonderful, let's say, experience of love and devotion for the Lord. Okay, so I'm just going to read a short thing, and then I'll open up for questions. Is it Arti? Oh, okay. All right, well, we're going to have Arti now. If you have any questions, I'll be sitting in the back there, and you can come and talk to me personally. And we want to thank our sponsors tonight, Niraj Yadav, on the occasion of Divyan's 8th birthday. So happy birthday, Divyan's 8th birthday. And then Harsh Parikh, thank you very much. And Rajaram Padi, thank you very much. And Kushwant Chaudhary Kandala, Haribol. All right, so now we will have Arti. If you want to speak to me, I'll be back there in the library. Hare Krishna.
Get the board.
My head right.
Your personal speaker.
कि बजयो जय गौर चांदे आरती कसोबा
जयो जयो गौर चांदे आरती के शोभा
जानावी ताटवाने जगा मन लोभा कि बजय जय गौरा चांदे आरती कसोबा जानावी ताटवाने जगा मन लोभा कि बदाखीने निताय चांद बामे गदाधर निकटे अद्वैत श्रीनि वासा छत्रधार कि बबोसियाचे गौर चांद रत्ना सिंहासन आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने कि बनरा हरि आदि कोरी श्यामरा दुलाय संजय मुकुंद बासु गोसादि गाय कि जय जय गौर चंदे आरती कसोबा जानवी तटवाने जगा मन लोभा शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे घंटा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे गौरांगेरा रति कसोबा जग जान मान लोभा जग जान मान लोभा जग जान मान लोभा कि बहु कोटि चंद्र जीनी वदनाव ज्वाला झाला देशे वनमाला कोर जाल माला शिव शिवा सुका नारादा प्रेम गादा गादा शिव शिवा सुका नारादा प्रेम गादा गादा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गोरार संपादा शिव जय जय गौरा चंदे आरती कसोबा। જાહ્નવી તટવાને જગમનલો ભાવ Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Everyone. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radhe 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 Govinda. Radhe 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 Govinda. Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda. Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radhe 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 Govinda. Radhe 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 Govinda. Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda. Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Sri Radhe. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Jaya Sita Ram Jaya Lakshmana Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Jaya Lakshmana Hanuman. Jayo Jagannatha Jayo Baladeva Jayo Baladeva Jayo Subhadra. Jayo Baladeva Jayo Subhadra. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Please bow down. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivadikacharya Ashtota Sata Sri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Goswami Maharaj ki. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्री ललिदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्त वृंद की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. So now we'll do the Narsingh Arati, and after Narsingh Arati we'll sing Damodarashtakam. This is the special month. So everybody will get a ghee lamp and you can come in front and offer to the deities, and in the end you can actually deposit here each, and please come in an orderly way. So that we'll send a couple of people. First Narsingh Arati and then Damodarashtakam.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadadaine. Praladadadaine. Hiranjakasipur Vaksakha Silatankanakalaye Ito Nrisimha Parato Nrisimha Yato yato yamitato Nrisimha Bahir Nrisimha Hridayer Nrisimha Nrisimha Nadim Saranam Prapadye Tavakara kamalabare nakam adbhuta sringam dalita hiranjakasipur tanubringam kesavadrita narakhari rupa Jaya Gadisa Hare Jaya Gadisa Hare Jaya Gadisa Hare Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Ya Jagadisa Hare, Ya Jagadisa Hare, Ya Jagadisa Hare. Jaya Nrisimhadev, Jaya Nrisimhadev, Jaya Nrisimhadev, Jaya Nrisimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj. Nittai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nittai Gaura Haribol.
भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की श्रील प्रभुपाद की
Gaur Premanande. So here is the rules. Only family member, adults only will get the diya, not for the kids, because it's so many lamps going around. It's not safe. So only adults should take the and that's safe. And please offer from here, this red line. We put the barricade. Don't cross the barricade. You come here and offer the ghee lamp like this, and go around, and finally you give it here. You give it here, and you can walk back this way. So everybody has seen it, right? Behind this barricade, deposit there, and come back this way. And please follow the line. Hare Krishna. We now sing the Damodar Ashtakam.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदाभियोलोकलादवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्ततोदितगोप्या लादवमानम् रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रं युग्मं मृजन्तं कराम्बोजयुग्मेन शान्तं कनेत्रम् रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रं युग्मं मृजन्तं कराम्बुजायुग्मेन शातङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकाम्पत्रिरिकाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिवरदम् सकाम्पत्रिरिकाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं मुहुश्वासकाम्पत्रिरिकाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैवदामोदरं भक्तिवरदम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्तम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सत्ता वृत्तिवन्दे तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सता वृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषादपि वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषादपि इदं तेव पूर्णत गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्या विरास्तं किमन्ये इदं तेव पूर्णत गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्या विरास्तं किमन्ये इदं तेव पूर्णत इदं ते मुकाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलवृतं कुन्तलस्निग्धरक्तस्य गोप्या इदं ते मुकाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलवितं कुन्तलस्निग्धरक्तश्रगोप्य मुहुर्शुम्भितां बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्या विरसमलं लक्षलाभे तां बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे नमो देवदामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाब्धिमग्नम् नमो देवदामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिविष्ट्याति दीनां वदानो गृहाणे क्षमामग्नं हे दक्षिदेष्ट्या कृपादृष्टिविष्ट्याति दीनां वदानो गृहाणे क्षमामग्नं हे दक्षिदेष्ट्या दृष्टिविष्ट्याति दीनां वदानो कुबेरात्मजो बाधमुत्वया त्वत् त्वया मोचिता भक्ति भाजो कृतौ च कुबेरात्मजो बाधमुत्वया त्वत् त्वया मोचितो भक्ति भाजो कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयाच न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्तेऽस्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदेप्ति दाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमस्तेऽस्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदेप्ति दाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् प्रियाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Shri Radhe Jaya. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Shri Radhe. Jaya Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara. Jai Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Radhe Shyam. Jai Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Vrindavan Dham. Jai Vrindavan Dham, Vrindavan Dham, Vrindavan Dham, Jai Vrindavan Dham. Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram. Jai Radha Nila Madhav, Radha Nila Madhav, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha, Jai Radha Nila Madhav, Radha Nila Madhav, Shri Radhe. Jai Jagannatha Baladeva Subhadrama, Jai Sudarshana. Jai Sitaram, 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 Jai Lakshman Hanuman. Jai Simha Jaya, Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya, Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya, Lakshmi Narasimha. Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev.
Until the arti is done, continue.
Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev, Jaya.
Sing Jai Radha Nila Madhav.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
जय मां विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रजगाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत्य श्री ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत शीला प्रभुपाद गोस्वामी महाराज की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रीलादास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की समवेत भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki, Lord Damodar ki. So this is a month of Kartik, Damodar month we call. It continues up to November 15th. So every day evening 7:30 and in the morning 5:30. You can come and offer a ghee lamp to Lord Damodara and Radha Nilamada here. So please do come. If you miss one day, it's okay, but come next day. Now we have our feast sponsors. Neeraj Yadav on the occasion of Divyan's 8th birthday. And Harsh Parikh, Rajaram Padi, and Kushwant Chaudhary Kandala. So thank you. We thank our sponsors. The Sunday feast sponsors, we actually use this money to support the free food truck program, which goes to multiple locations and multiple days in the Seattle area. And we have plans to expand this to many, many times. So please contribute as much as you can to the Sunday feast. It's for a good cause. And most of your companies actually probably match. So please check with within your companies also. Free food, food for free life. Sorry. Yeah. So please do check like Microsoft, Boeing, they all match. Hare Krishna. Translation, read translation.
To his supreme controller, who possesses an internal form of blissful knowledge, whose glistening earrings swing to and fro, who manifested himself in Goku, who stole the butter that the gopis kept hanging from the rafters of their storerooms, and who then quickly jumped up and ran in retreat in fear of Mother Yashoda, but was ultimately caught to that supreme Lord, Sri Damodara. I offer my humble obeisances.
Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees, whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisance to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times.
O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Balagopala in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what can it use to me of any other boon besides this?
O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me.
O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord. Be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes.
O Lord Damodara, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation.
O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes.